So welcome to the NVMe track, OF track, or NVMe Fabrics. Um, I'm Craig Carlson with Marvell. I'm going to be giving you a short overview of what to expect on this track. So a little bit about myself. Um, I'm a senior technologist at Marvell. I'm also a member of the SNIA Technical Council. Um, I'm vice chair of the NCT11 committee, which defines fiber channel protocols. I'm also a chair of the FC NVMe subgroup, which defines the binding for fiber channel over NVMe Fabrics, and I'm a NVMe board member. So, I'm sure we've all heard a lot about NVMe Fabrics, and it's not so new, but still a newer access to NVMe, which allows you to use a fabric. And there's quite a few fabrics that are available. And the first one was based on RDMA, which could be Rocky, iWarp, running on InfiniBand or Ethernet. Then closely following that one was a binding for fiber channel. And then a more recent one is a TCP binding, which allows you to run over more general Ethernet networks. And the good thing about this technology, NVMe Fabrics, is it allows you to access the same low latency, high speed drives that you could access previously over PCI Express, but you can do it, of course, on a fabric, and it gives you a scalability factor, and also some reliability and high availability, because you can configure fabrics so that if one link goes down, you always have a path, or at least you have redundant paths to the storage. So a little bit about the talks that we have in this track. I have arranged these talks in a somewhat suggested order to view them. Of course, you can view the talks in any order you want, but I kind of put together what order that I thought might make sense to look at these tracks. The first one I put down is NVMe Fabrics in the Enterprise. This is a good talk which gives you a look at the current data set or trends, and some enterprise use cases for NVMe Fabrics. It also goes into the new work to create a centralized discovery mechanism for Ethernet fabrics. This is something that has been is really a welcome new addition for Ethernet. Fiber channel historically has had centralized discovery for fiber channel SANs, but Ethernet hasn't had that, and this is a really nice new technology which brings that functionality to Ethernet. The next talk is on NVMe over Fabrics on RDMA performance and challenges and solutions in commodity servers. This is a talk on tuning NVMe over RDMA performance. And one of the biggest things that they're doing is optimizing interrupt handling. There are a couple other things that can be done, but this is really something that helps the performance. A very good talk about that effort and the measurement of the results. And then after that, I put down tuning and optimizing an Ethernet-based NVMe Fabric transfer protocols. This is also a talk about adding efficiency to NVMe Fabric implementations, and tuning those for the optimal performance. And some of the mechanisms that they are looking at and using in this is CPU mapping certain queues and to certain CPUs or threads, and also interrupt moderation to prevent interrupts from overwhelming the CPU. It's a very good talk. It's a very detailed, in-depth look at different protocols and different ways of doing it for each protocol and the performance measurements that come out of that. And then after that, looking at a optimizing user space NVMe transport solution for both hardware and software. And this one is looking at a user space NVMe or TCP binding, which does give you quite a few advantages in performance and easy upgrading. You don't have to upgrade the kernel to upgrade a user space implementation. Looks at TCP stack optimizations and using application device queues or ADQ to improve performance. The next one we're looking at is next-gen NVMe reference system. This is a open source reference model for NVMe Fabrics, and this is something which the presenters say, if it's not already available, should be available for people to use, and it's a software reference model for deploying NVMe over Fabrics. The next up after that is a really interesting talk about some work that's going on to do distributive NVMe Fabrics over different storage devices in the fabric, and it can be storage devices residing in different places, and it allows for automatic reconfiguration if the actual data stored moves or to a different area, and it allows for redirects. Very interesting talk on some very interesting technology. Then there's a talk on high performance Rocky TCP solutions. This is a good background talk on different types of NVMe or fabrics that exist. So please please enjoy your SDC experience, and we have a bunch of things that can help make that experience all that much better for you. In particular, make sure you participate in the online chat for the track. If you're watching this during the conference, there will be a Slack channel available for questions during the talk, and you will see a button for that when you join the session. Also, make sure you check out the Birds and Feathers sessions. The one in particular that may be interested for people who are following this track would be the NVMe and NVMe-oF configuration, manageability, and manageability of swordfish and redfish. There are, of course, other VOFs. So to take a look and see what one interests you. Make sure you rate each session after you watch it. This will allow SNIA and the speakers to get an idea of what you like and what you didn't like, and what we can do next year to make things even better. For additional details, please view the introduction to the virtual SDC video located at the link shown here. And as I said, please enjoy the virtual event. It's a little bit of a new experience for everybody, but I think we have a very exciting lineup, and I think it's going to be very, very beneficial for anybody who takes the time to go through all these. And thank you very much.